Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. Oh my. September 1st, huh? Oh my. Oh. Oh, that was a good party. Where's Sabrina at? Where? Oh. Oh. Can you get up there? Oh. Keep doing. Oh, stretch. Oh, morning yoga. Wake up if you dare do yoga. Unbed yoga. Oh, what are you doing? Hey. Oh. Oh, that's one leg and a back one particular joint. Ow. Oh, right here. Ow. Got more. Ow. I just ow. 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 Why don't you go away for a minute? Let me wake up. Let me get where I can move. Move. I tell you what, it's not it's easy waking up after nights like that. It's anymore. Oh wow, that was a lot of fun though. Oh my, oh my. All right, if you're staring at, but oh, that's okay. I like you staring at, but I think it's cute too. I like the ass. It's a cute ass. It's fine. Anyway, it is September 1st. You know what Septembers are? Where's Sabrina? What's she doing? Septembers are. That's today, by the way. It's out of tune. You know what I mean here? Grab that acoustic over there instead. So. Okay. We decided we're going to open up. We're going to go to our fundanything.com account and ask for our mods down here. I guess somebody help us pay for it, or somebody to pay for it. Period. We'll let them have us. If somebody wants to go in this, but we're keeping it's a special mods. We're gonna map that out, all the physiology of it, you know. But that's not for here. That's a whole nother episode. We're gonna do what we want to do ourselves. That's going to be a whole nother playlist, I think. We're just a so complicated person. So check my ear. See, always check my ear. Anyway, this is music fact for everyone. You know what I need to start doing? I need to some, I want a different one each time. The easiest way to do it is just to do something like well, I guess I'll just take a still shot when I get ready to and see, I upload directly out of the LG phone. So the easiest way to do that maybe is to just have a flashcard for my show, the particular show I'm doing. Right up, there's the show. I don't know. Anyway, sounds right. Let's tune it. Music fact for everyone right now. This is it because it's September 1st, right on the tail ends of a Sabrina Friday's mixer. Ooh, sharp. I need to go get some coffee. That was Saturday last month. The A Aeolian Mode. Alright, here, let me grab the tuner app and the other LG. The LG. And it's dead. I forgot to plug it in. Okay. Maybe we'll run the app. Video Bruno. Okay. 0%. Okay, so much for the tuner. We just have to rely on the ear now. So if it's a little off, because I just woke up, it might be. Generally have perfect pitch, but it gets off while I'm sleeping, see? And then, the other thing? I love that Ableton Live app, but you know what's wrong with it? Is that damn noise they put in, and it does something to my ear, and then everything sounds out of tune. And so I can't use Ableton. I'd love to be able to use Ableton Live. But you know what I did instead? I got that Yamaha mixer. That's my live. So it has to go in the field. It's big, it's clunky, it'll need a case. That's Saturday last month, A Aeolian Mode. So today, are now in September. D flat, the key of D flat. That's what it's called. So this would be the B flat. It's still not in tune. Ding, 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 ding. Close. Sharp. Okay, so now. Okay, so yeah, that's today right now. The B flat, Aeolian mode, and I really should go get some coffee and then do this. And set up like we could make jukz. Get set up with the jukz calendar clock. Oh, that's fun. So yeah, the B flat Aeolian mode. That's the tonic chord, and a super tonic chord. The B flat Aeolian mode, the next one up. D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. Yeah, right. So Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, B flat, Sunday, C, D flat, Monday, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat again. See this pattern, remember? They taught you this, if you ever learned this one yet. The C major scale. Okay, and you just put your capo right here, and you get. Put your capo here. Capo first fret. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. See? Learn it that way. You can find them all. Easy. Condenses it. Once you just, it's a calendar. You know the calendar. You know the calendar. You know music. You already know music. You just have to learn the different names to know. See? Instead of you call that Monday. The Monday chord is also the Ionian chord. Okay? If you start to put your tonic there, tonic, super tonic, so we dominant, median, super leading tone tonic. Okay, now the Dorian mode. That was the D flat Aeolian Mode, and then it's a Monday, and our Tuesdays are the Dorian Mode. See? You'll know always, you'll be able to go, okay, there's always a natural, a half step, there's always whole steps between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then a half step between Wednesday and Thursday, and whole steps between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and a half. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then a half step between Sunday and Monday. And you apply that anywhere, like any key, like key of E. Come over here, you move your capo up. Remember your C major scale that you. And then move your capo up to any key, like where you go to E. You find E instantly. To instantly transpose. That's nice. Just to carry that major seventh, C major seventh, so cool because you can move parallel fifths like that. So C to E, E major seventh. Weird. Anyway, so now. So that's a little basic theory foundation there. So we're here. Now I'll show you how to do pattern match, find other patterns. And once you found the key you want to be in, so you found your Ionian or your Ionian position, your major scale. Ionian scale. You can find your Dorian, you can find your Phrygian, your Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and Ionian. And your so you want to be in the Aeolian mode. You're right. You're right. See? Our Aeolian mode. So we're going to go to the jukz calendar now and update that and bring it up. Pull it out. Let's just put it right here, huh? How about that? The jukz clock calendar thing, which made out of junk. All we did, we created. We were going to have that as a product. We wanted to have it as something people could get and buy, and we found mistakes. It's just gone on limbo, but we still use it. See, we use it for writing songs. It's a reference. We set our appointments with it, and it's like, oh, that's wrong. We're not in that key this month. Anyway, so later we take some of this stuff. I think that just comes to us while we're doing these episodes. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna pause it. I'm still waking up. And I'm gonna make that amount of sweet stuff that I overdosed last night. That's one way to not get rid of stuff you're allergic to. I overdosed on sugar and ended up with the runs this morning. Maybe TMI, too much information. it's still recording. Let me check. Yeah, okay, it's still recording. Okay, so now, oh, maybe too much information. But anyway, oh, here, there's some stuff. We haven't pulled any of this stuff out. We got hat days. We're gonna do hat day, and then we've got all these cool hats. And people bring hats. See, and so I think we want to do next week's gonna be hat day. Starting to cool off. As it cools off, we can start earlier. In the winter time, we'll be doing daytimes here. We'll do Friday mixers. And if they extend into Saturdays, that's the new movie that we make for the Saturday, the next day, like we're doing today for this episode of Music Fact for everyone. Is we'll the mixer movie, we'll name it something like it went into Saturday. Anyway, we'll figure it out as time goes by. Oh, Chicago, don't hit me with, please don't. But see, I gotta just remember that song. So there's a place where a major 7th is used, a great place. It starts on an F major 7th. That's Chicago song. We'll quote it, okay, for the purpose of the lesson. I'm not trying to infringe on copyright. If you want, we'll share revenues. Oh, it starts out here. So it's F sharp major 7th. It starts on. And I think it drops down just a whole half step. I don't remember. Anyway, I love that song. As time goes by, I realize. Oh yeah, love it. Anyway, hats off to Chicago. Hats off to Chicago for that one. Hats off to Chicago for that one. Here, we'll do a voice that matches the hat. An accent or a voice I could do. Okay, we're gonna do a deep cowboy voice hat for this. Hats off to Chicago for the song. And this one. Now we're just thinking another member. And hats off to Chicago. And then this one. And this could be a girl voice. Let's see. Hats off to Chicago. And then, oh yeah, and see my sign, vintage signs. Those two signs, they're beautiful. They use them for light, and the business is long gone. And Frankie's, Chicago's original Frankie's hot dogs. And then maybe I was thinking about the band Chicago with F major 7th, F sharp major 7th chords. So now here's hats off to Chicago. Oh, and the Black Pompadour. Hats off to Chicago. Okay, now the fishing hat. Hats off to Chicago. Brr. Hats off to Chicago. Hats off to Chicago. Or no, this is the name of it. Hats off to Chicago. Hats off to Chicago. Hey, baby. Hats off to Chicago. Oh, the dirty farm worker's hat. Let me see. Keep it dirty because this is. Hats off to Chicago. And now, let's see what else. Hats off to Chicago. And then what? Hats off to Chicago. Alright, next. The gesture. Hats off to Chicago. Oh, here's this. I love this one. This is great. The Easter Bunny of Christmas or something is what this hat is. I got it on right now. Yeah. The Easter Bunny of Christmas hat. Got that on right yet? No. Here we go. The Easter Bunny of Christmas hat. And it's hats. Okay. Hats off to Chicago. Okay. Okay, now here's another beanie. This is going to be a new beanie character. It's like, hey man, hats off to Chicago, dude. Okay, now. A Dory hat. Hats off to Chicago. Oh no, it could be like Dory. Hats off to Chicago. Oh yeah, hats off to Chicago. Okay, now. Burger King hat. Burger King employee hat. I'm not promoting Burger King. Okay, baseball hat. Hey man, hats off to Chicago. Even though it's a Denver Nuggets hat. Alright, now here, this is a good one. And somewhere I got a pink hat, one of these pink, and I can't find it. I wanted to wear it with this. It would be so cute. I can't find it. Well, I'm still getting my wardrobe, getting the wardrobe closet all organized. It's such a mess. Alright, now here we go. Military dude. Okay. Hats off to Chicago. Right now, here. Right now, the gray hat. Yeah, hats off to Chicago. And then the green. Retired. Oh, no phone. No phone. He has no address. This guy, he has no money. And he has no work. And he's retired and loving it. It's like, all I do is watch TV. That's off to Chicago. And that's it. And then we got one more. My shorts I was wearing last night. And that's me. Hats off to Chicago. That's hard to play. This thing's so hard to play. Anyway, so we're going to do a hat day next week, I think. We got all these weird hats. We'll be pulling them out. And I even got more. I got to look around. And then it could be a hat and mask day. We could wear a hat and a mask. Okay? And come incognito if you want. Okay? But no weapons. Okay? No weapons allowed. And also, an old master jukz says I should tell everybody that we don't want no rowdiness, no like, you start arguing and get violent, you're going to have to leave, that kind of thing. But we open our world to the public every week and make a movie about it, a documenting. Anybody that wants to end up, eventually, maybe this will end up on YouTube Red, maybe, I don't know, we end up with enough views and stuff, all that, and, but, it's a lot of fun. Because you know what I do is I pull out the mixers. But this time, I'm getting off track. I'm telling you about the mixers and getting all weird off. And I'm trying to do a music fact for everyone episode, and I still need coffee. I just woke up, and so maybe what we ought to do is in this episode of Music Fact for Everyone by updating that calendar, and then we'll go get coffee and proceed with whatever else we're doing today, like the other movie, the next movie of the day. Today's documentary is what the heck we're doing with. Well, see, we made a movie about that smoke with the Life Recycled episode. We've got to go get parts for that swamp cooler. And we almost wrapped it up. Not quite, but, we wrapped it up enough. We didn't need to make no more movies of that. What else we got to make a movie of? Well, we're going to do some fun stuff. A Life Recycled stuff. Well, we can do some space stuff. Some stuff for an old master jukz, by the way. We found it. An old master jukz. He found it. They found it. It found it. Entity found it. Me, myself, and I, us, and Pat, that part, I guess, whatever we are. Came up with the idea and made it, presenting it as an entity, separate of us. That's how we do it. Still us. We wear millions of hats, obviously. Anyway, so since we wore so many hats in this life, that's how we learned our physics knowledge, and all the knowledge we know, learned it from practical experience through life, because we ended up on all these different jobs, trying different jobs, and never felt right in any of them. Never could have a boss. Couldn't. See, that's why. It needed to be this way. We need to be doing this. See, we're doing it now, and it's at least got our life covered. Or at least got the rent paid. That's what's important at the moment. Keeping the rent paid. But in addition to that, see, we need to get somebody to help us pay for the certain mods we want on our body. And down here, because of our hermaphroditic thing. And because we're an us, we want to stay in us. That's how that's going to work. We want to keep certain attributes of that part. Basically, we want to just add attributes. See, we want to add, not take away. We just want to add and modify. But it's not that complicated of a surgery. It's called, I'll give you the terminologies. If you're a medicine person, into medicine, you'll know what it means. If you're not, you will not understand it all, but you could go look it up. It's the word bisection. So it's a full bisection to a full bisection of the urethra to the point of normal female urethra exit, which means making an incision across the primary dermis of the scrotal saccula and reattaching it separate to the dermis of the urethra, or to the remnant of the dermis of the urethra. Okay, you follow that? Now, the next part of the procedure would be, I want from the remnant, just pre of the penile shaft, starting at the rim, starting just pre of the remnant of foreskin, bisect the dermis and the epidermis between the corpora cavernosa down to the vascular, down to pre of the vascular, I'm trying to remember the word, vascular, with the V, the nervous, I'll just describe it this way, where the nerve tissue and the vascular tissue split up and go down each side of the spongy muscle tissue that surrounds the corpora cavernosa. And then at which point the other part of the procedure involves taking some of the gut. You see, that's the mods. We take some of the right around the belly button would be fine. We take that tissue, and that gets to become. It goes in, and we take a bisection of the dermis that extends from where the urethra exit is, the point where the urethra exit, and the pre of the rectum, where the vaginal introitus is, which is covered with dermis and epidermal tissues, and that tissue, that belly button tissue, would go up right up in there, in the little hole that's there, that's provided for it, in between the sphincter muscle and the base of the corpora cavernosal union. Okay, where the tissue, the connective tissue, is for the corpora cavernosa. Then there's a little hole. That's my vagina, and it opens up pretty darn big when I use things and push it in there. So we open up that tissue there and put the belly button tissue inverted with the dermis into the interior of the vaginal introitus, and install that in there and connect the remnant of remnant of navel, okay, the interior to the interior remnant of navel, to something inside, like I don't know, my stomach. So I can feel it deep. I can get deep in it. It's like I can feel it, like I'm pulling and tugging. It's like and that would make that, along with some other stimuli. It's like, man, it would make that, after it's currently pina colada, because it's got a urethra through it, and it does have one little mod, which we had done, which somebody did very inexpensively for us, and it was very non-invasive, and it was a home. It was done in it would call it an office procedure, but yeah, it was done as an office procedure, not by a registered medical professional, but we did it in a clean office, because I'm a medicine, I can study everything, and so yeah, I know how to make a clean room. We made a clean room, disinfected it, did the little surgery. But see, the other mods, I want to have a full-blown surgeon do. The one mod on the head
anybody can do, because it's really not that invasive. It's no more than getting a piercing, but it's just a slit you do on the head, just right down the image, and it gives you a little slit, and as it becomes kind of a clit, a big giant clitoris. That's what it is to us. Anyway, our big giant clitoris we want it to become a full-blown giant clitoris. Full-blown giant, and we want it to be, it's going to be so cool. See, think like this. Here's the one end, and it's split, and then there's the other, like that, and it'll do this to the head up here, and it'll have that, and it'll do that, and then I can do cool stuff like taking hook to and pulling around like that, get them over there, and it won't be him no more, it'll be fully her, and we'll have the other mods, what we do with the boys. We want them to still be kind of boys, because we like that, and have them, and be able to slap, and we do that. You slap the boys up on the girls, like that's more enjoyable part than any other part of that action, if you know what I mean. Okay, and if you don't know what I mean, it don't matter, because you'll learn something. So, hats off to coded terminologies. Okay, so now, we take a little bit of the tissue from the belly button area. It needs to be a 1/2 inch wide strip that from the outer edge that would then go on in between the corpora cavernosa to graft in the tissue, so that it's not overstretched when the corpora cavernosa becomes engorged. Okay, now, so for anybody that didn't understand that, it don't matter. But I need money. I'm going to open up a GoFundMe account or a fundanything.com account. I think I'll do both. And I'll also put a PayPal. I'll also put I'll put a subdomain on an old master jukz. An old master jukz will be a page with a donate button. Go right into the bank account. Okay. And we need money for that. That's a cause, getting that done, because that's really a big issue. We really want somebody that doesn't mind a girl with a giant clitoris to come. Some really nice, sexy dude. Sexy like Britney's boy. He's so hot. Britney Spears, our friend. On YouTube, I'm on Twitter, on Facebook. Yeah, there's bees. Where is he? There she is. Anyway, yeah. One of our Twitter followers, friends, we follow each other on Twitter. Roni, you want to dance with Eddie? Dance with you on stage. Bucket list stuff. Carlos Santana. We want to jam with you on stage with your son, Salvador. We can tweet that. Come on. And then when we put that, a love gift for the world, we put those in personal, we can put that, everybody's going to get a personal copy of that song. Half the time when I try to upload to Twitter, that's the problem. Try to upload to Twitter, and it fails. And I don't know what's wrong why. Half the time. Sometimes it goes, I was successful loading one video. So what I might do is I'll put love gift for the world out there. First, I'll put it on, and we'll publish it to Reverb Nation. And then, once we publish to Reverb Nation, we can put a link to it and send everybody a link. And then we'll try, as we send each link, we'll make a little personal video. Sabrina will say, this is personally for Yoko Ono. When we upload, who follows us. And everybody who follows us on Twitter is going to get a personal copy, a little video, and just for them of a little add-on video, and then the link to the a love gift to the world. See, Sabrina inspired it. See, because Sabrina is love, and so that's why people come to Sabrina on her mixers on Fridays. Come and see Sabrina. She'll give you some love and some joy in your life, like she does me. She gives me so much joy. If it wasn't for her, we would have died a long time ago. Even if not by suicide, just by loneliness, we would have died. Just by sadness, because we're so sad all the time because of Karen being gone. Because she died from prescription medicine overdose, opiate medicines. She died from opiate medicines, and we just. Doing another couch session here. Off the couch. I guess we need a playlist. Off the couch. And it'll work like that. Well, if there's something that's off the couch in the movie, we'll click that playlist too. So that the playlists represent content that might end up with other content. How they're going to do it, because I'm just so busy. I didn't have time to edit all this stuff and stuff. So we have projects we pick, we edit. So we take, like, A Love Gift to the World is currently in production. See, first starts in composition, and then it moves to audio recording, and then at audio recording, it moves to video production editing. It's a production editing. They use stuff that was gathered in the process of the audio recording in the video. So I'll use that as main content, and then produce more content to edit into. See, so. And that's just part of my process, how my process works. So currently, A Love Gift to the World is in production for audio, and it's going to move to video production as soon as the audio is done, and then it'll be video production and editing, and then as it's in video, that's in video production editing. The next project will move into audio production. So audio production. Next one is that Believe Steve guitar. That is such nice. Two chords, and it's so nice. Anyway. Oh, okay, I need some crying because oh my, what a day. What a morning already, B. Playing with all the hats. We're gonna need a hat to wear. I love that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hey, where is it? Alright, so we'll wear this one to the store to go get some. Let's go buy some coffee. Okay, we can wear this hat. We'll wear those pink slippers. We'll wear this skirt. I guess we'll put these on. Currently have nothing on underneath because we gave ourselves action. Oh, I made love to this. Anyway. Well, that's just a unique way of looking at masturbation. So anyway, so is it hot out? Is it cooling down? You can walk with me to the store now. Is it cool enough for you to walk with me to the store, Beats? Actually, you know, it'd be on the way to the store. It's this one. Jester. Put the sunglasses. Or, oh, yeah. We'll have to review it. Yeah, we have to review it before we publish, and if there's something in it we got to take out, we have to take it out, don't we? We can take it out after we use the YouTube. We absolutely rely on that original YouTube studio, original creator studio. So maybe we're out of this. We just got that mask day. That's like next week's gonna be a hat and mask day. Went to the Grove wearing this mask. Took pictures. We got stills in this picture. We put these out. We put them out on Facebook, I guess. Upload to Facebook. Okay, so then maybe we wear this to the store. We need to put the sunglasses, put the mask over the sunglasses. Hold on. We'll get you. Okay. I should put these on while I'm at it too, huh? How about that? I know what Sabrina wants to do before we go to the store. But I want to get some coffee before we smoke any marijuana. She's secondhand smoker. She's addicted. She's not addicted. She loves it though. She gets in it on her own. Something I can't stop. She just does it. And she comes begging for it. Anyway, it's okay. You can beg. Okay. So on the veil. Oh, here, yeah. Like this. This is actually a curtain, but use it for all kinds of stuff. Like this. Put this. So, That's drag to the ground. You think Sabrina is a pretty wild, pretty different, huh? So we go walk to the store like this, huh? These different. Put these on here. And then, you know what? See, I need sunglasses because I'm developing. And then something in my eyes. So, like this. Mask off. Put the sunglasses on. This. Sunglasses on. And then pull the mask. No, that don't work. And I need small. I need. Pink sunglasses. Now this mask go over them. No, don't. About this. How about this? The sunglasses, the mask on. Yeah, right? How about that? There it is. Yeah, there it is. They just learn how to do it, huh? And then they go, and then when I'm not wearing, when I go indoors, sunglasses just go up in the hat. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, pretty wild. Bizarre. Anyway, so I don't have a spot hung to hang the jukz clock at the moment. So what do you say? I'm just gonna go get it, put it right here, and update it. Maybe we ought to just go to the store first. Or just go to the store and get the coffee. Oh, what do you think? Should we go to the store and get the coffee? We just pause the video for a minute. Yeah, let's pause the video. Or maybe I'll just leave the video running. It's a movie. Today we're making a Sabrina movie. The day after her mixer. Yes. And it's music fact for everyone. And also the day after her mixer. So it's a movie 2 in 1. That's how we want to start doing it. We'll just get the concept for each one. And it's going to be like a 2-hour movie. So when it's music fact, we just record that until the camera quits. And so every upload is going to be this big long upload. But it'll be movies. So what we upload is movies of our documentaries of what we're doing. This and that and this and that. So I guess that's what we do. And then we produce music videos and upload those. And then it's pushing in my DVA accepted. Giving me this voice. Yeah, maybe I'll just use this voice. I use this voice right here. Yeah, like what's her name? Fran and Annie. Yeah, how about that? I talk like this all the time. Would that annoy people? Yeah, well, it would annoy the heck out of people, wouldn't it be? Sure makes you excited though, don't it? You like this voice, don't you? Ah, don't you? You like this voice? Maybe this is the voice I'm talking to you in. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. Well, shoot, now let's get some. Where do you go over my gosh. Where is the, where? This is somewhere in the desk we have a jingle bells. Put on the jingle bell today. You like that when you're going down? Going back to last month, and then into this month, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're ready to go get coffee. I'm going to say, this is where, after we new rules, we can start getting some more views and stuff. We can maybe subscribe and all that stuff, and whatever, like and that kind of thing. Watch more, watch more. We get our views up. We get monetization again. Not that we care about money. We want the money to. We would take all the videos that are monetized on YouTube. We get back to monetization when we get enough views going on and get up to 10,000 lifetime views. We're not even there yet because we went for a long time and then started and then lost the internet for a long time. Didn't get to update whatever. Finally got back, started updating again. It's so hard to get the momentum running again because when you're brand new, everybody knows you. I mean, everybody goes, loves you, right? And it's like, oh yeah, brand new, something new. But when you've been out there already and you went stagnant, it's hard to get it moving again. And that's what we're trying to do, is get it moving again. And we don't want to have to change a name, okay? Don't want to have to change. And Old Master Jukz Publishing. It means music, mastery of music. Whether my mastery of music, somebody else's mastery of music, and it's like the Public Space Association. Everybody occupies space, and guess what? Everybody is a member of the Public Space Association. And all space dot space, all space dot Public Space Association space. That could be a subdomain for the social network. What do you think, maybe? Huh? You like that idea? And then we got my space, your space, their space, and we are representatives. This website, we, not me, myself, and I, but the website itself, we're building a website, is for all space. Yes. So yeah, we should probably, that's how to do it, is install. I don't know, I was thinking about just building it from scratch, but man, that's a lot of work. It's only me, and I wear so many hats, it's so busy. And so, maybe we'll use some software, install some software. What do you think? On a subdomain or a social network. What do you think? We'll use WordPress, maybe? WordPress? You like WordPress? She says WordPress is good. But, okay, so. Okay. I need to get it together. Oh, here it is. There. No, the thing, where's the lid? The lid keeps escaping. Oh, man. Yeah, huh? Okay. Okay. here's one of our favorite. This is one of our favorite musical instruments right here. That, believe it or not, this is a Windsong brand fork. Not promoting Windsong. Not a third-party advertiser. I'm not making money from mentioning Windsong. It's just we'll call it an honorable mention. That's a word for, okay? An honorable mention. My favorite musical instrument right here, as far as percussion instrument. It sounds so sweet. Here, get an earphone. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, positive, okay. Then we'll go to the store. Alright, yes. Go up to the store, get coffee. Meet coffee. You still have a Slim Jim in the city. You got the hot dogs from last night. Big bags. Oh, somebody's coming to the door. Oh, smart.
Hey, mammy.
Hey, I'm making a video right now. Or making my documentary video today.
Good seeing you.
Getting ready to head up to the store.
Oh, yeah?
And get coffee.
Oh. Yeah, I'm here with David. I just came into I had to go to the bank, cash a check.
David's gonna love this outfit here. Let's grab up to the camera for a second. And go out and see David. Yeah, he's gonna love this outfit. Just park this camp thing right here on the steps as we go out here. Anyway, careful of what you're stepping on there. I got cords and stuff. Not today. Not today. Instantly said not today. Oh, your birthday. Yeah, it's by the way, this is Mark Garrison. He's a creator of a thing called a holistic wheel. It's very interesting, and I thought, well, it might be a thing we could take and use the concept of that he built the wheel on as maybe make an Earth-based artificial gravity research facility. Borrow the concept. See, his is meant to turn around on a pond, like on a. It's flotational. He calls it. What was that? A flotational PPUB or something? But
yeah.
So, anyway.
Well, there's.
David. Hi, David.
Let's not get into that right now.
Okay, here. What we're going to get into right now, though, is I'm going to park this camera here, right there, running, and David, I'm going to go. And I want to say, here. Thanks for coming last night. It was really fun. Okay. When you left, I went on and continued and recorded something. Okay, there we go.
Did Brian bring his truck out and come out?
I don't know. You have to talk to him about that. Wait, yeah, it's recording. Anyway. Wait, thanks for coming out last night. It was a lot of fun. I need to go get around the refund. So, that's what we're getting ready to go do. Anyway, so I was playing around. I got with the hats. Next week, it's going to be hat and mask day. But we got masks and hats and different hats, bring hats. I've got a whole bunch of hats. I just showed everybody all my different hats. And I got more up in the dirty laundry as I get the laundry done. You know, I got some intermingled and stuff. I still got another. The wardrobe company division. The wardrobe division. I've got 200 pounds more to do. Maybe 300 pounds total. But then once we do, we got it all washed. Well, we're out of room. We got to go ahead and get the wardrobe closet done. Get the, you know how I got it to soundproof that closet started. The soundproofing, using it as soundproofing and closet. It's deco. It's deco over the curtain. Anyway, I got to start the other side and get some room and get that done. And then so we're going to be moving on to that before, you know. And then as we go through that, we can do some more laundry and find our other hats. In the meantime, we got plenty of hats for this week's hat mask day. So yeah, he's going over there to talk to them about it. So we were just getting ready to pause this. And so we go over and set up our Oh, we'll see. Okay, here, come on, B. Come on, here, let's sit up. We're gonna say, okay, here. Dragon doggy love. Oh, smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. We're not gonna go to the store in this goofy outfit, but anyway, we'll wear this goofy outfit next week because it's gonna be hat and mask day, and we're gonna do costume parties and things here on the mixers. I gotta take this off so I can put these on. So anyway, we'll see in a little bit. We're gonna have to take a little break, and we'll be back in a minute after we get some coffee. So I guess it's getting hot. It's not cooling off yet. Still kind of warm, huh? Okay. Okay. Say bye for a minute. See you later. Say, see you later. Say it. She's not gonna say nothing. It's about 101, 102, something about there. Yeah, that's what that says. So it would be cool. I thought it'd be the coolest thing. Oh, you know what Saturdays are this season right now? Saturdays are race day. And they did. Drivers, start your engines already. Anyway, you know what I think would be the coolest thing? I thought it would be the coolest thing to do is somewhere around here, like in one of the corners, I'll build a clock tower, and I'll build it with a regular counterweight thing. And so you just reset it by getting in it. You climb up a ladder and get in, and it goes, you go down, it resets. And it'll use a pendulum. I put this thing at the bottom of the pendulum in a glass case that goes. And every month we'll come, and when we do our music fact for everyone, we'll do our music fact for everyone in that spot at the pendulum. The pendulum, which is a clock. And it'll be a clock in a clock. We're going to start Saturday of last month. And we're going to invent something for a minute. Time goes by as the pendulum swings. Something like that. How about that? We're going to improvise lyrics and music. You know, we once called August 1st when we first found all this and started unlocking these seals that the Catholic Church set up in the first place. It wasn't the Catholic Church, really. Well, they just borrowed. See, we have the Egyptian stuff, the do, re, mi's. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, which we just got off of that month. See? We don't want to spin. We just want a regular harmonic motion. Okay. Linear pass. Okay. Nice. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Good. Spin like a clock pendulum. And it sets the tempo. That's a motor. I should put a motor on it. You wanna pause some more? It's race day. I'm gonna be turning on the race. I'll shut down the audio when we go to record another little segment of this. Okay? And we'll just keep doing this. We could modify and get ideas. As today, where we document. Ooh, you know what? I got this. Look here. There's an accident waiting to happen. I got that black light bulb right there. Smash! More broken glass to go and get cut up your ass. Now, oh shoot! Now I gotta hit the profanity warning again. All right, let me get that bulb out of there. Oh man, we're gonna. You know what? I want to set something up to drive this, so I don't have to stop. Maybe a string, maybe a foot pedal I can run. And keep this at the time. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna invent another song coming in. This is gonna be. We're not gonna be. This will be the video. And there's a clock, and the time goes by. Here, we'll just do that. Let me find center here. Let me set center and get camera on center. I'm gonna make an adjustment here now, and then okay, well, you guys, camera is you. When I say you, the world out there, whoever's watching, is you. Are you? Is you? Is you, man? It's you. I don't know what's correct. Right now, what we need to do is set this and try to see it as solid as possible. Now, it's still on last month. Now, see what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to. This will be a challenge. It's a challenge. We like challenges, but not too much. We like to make our own challenges ourselves. We like to challenge ourselves. It's a favorite challenge. Okay? This challenge we're making for ourselves. Get this tripod set up just right first. Okay, and then I'm going to raise pedestal a little and find center. Set pedestal. Find center. No, this is level. It's the camera that's not level. This is our bracket. It's not level. This is level. Unless the trailer's not, because see, eyeballed to that. Eyeballed to the window over up there. It's level. Okay. So is the camera not level? Oh, we're level. So we can level to the top of the thing here. Once we get to perfect center. Oh, that's close enough for this. Well, I don't know. You know what? I think we want it perfect. So let's perfect it to window. I should do it. And we've got a lower pedestal here a little bit. We get it perfect into center. There we go. Now we need something that maybe hook something to the bottom, or maybe something to the edge top chain right here just to pull it. You know, we can go. Or right here just to give it a little tug. Yeah, we really need a gyro on the thing to keep it from turning. Oh yeah, let's go smash. There's that bulb. Get the light bulb out. We're going to use that one on Friday's mix, Sabrina's mixers. We're going to have this running. See, because here's what's going to happen. See, we'll have, as it cools down, we'll be in the daytime and it goes into the evening. We'll run the fires for a little while. The barbecues cook and go in. When it gets cold, so we keep one going on. And Sabrina still has energy. Or people that are here still has energy. Sabrina's conked out. Whoever wants to continue partying, we party. That's why they're on Facebook where it says the event thing on Facebook. That's why it says. No, there's the idea. That's the idea. See, the tempo is going to spin. It's the amplitude that changes because of gravity being constant when it goes this way. See, there's the teachable moment in physics. We learn more from Walter Lewin about harmonic oscillation. Okay, that links the mass, the length, the whole thing. The constant flow of gravity causes a particular flow. It comes up and it slows down, speeds up, slows down, speeds up, so it keeps. And no matter what the amplitude is. So let me go over here and set this off, launch it exactly the right speed. Some amplitude. We're gonna try to hit that spot, aim for that spot. Where the light bulb was. Oh, we could put a piece of paper in there. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to put something there to represent the light bulb. Here. How about the marijuana tube to hold the thing here. There's the light bulb. Let's see if we can hit the light bulb. See now, this is a weapon design. You need half of the distance to your enemy in a suspension, and you swing the thing up. See, it's just a pendulum. This is how you run a pendulum. You eyeball out the pivot at the top, the fulcrum, to the line of path to the target. And you get it pointed at it. And you get that line and you go, oh, we hit it. Yes, we did. Success, okay. All right, let's do it again. But you know what? It turned when we went. So let's get a different grip so we can set it off easy. And then the process, we're practicing how to release this so we get a really nice smooth pendulum. And I get the idea. The tempo is going to be the same the whole way through. I'll time the length of the song when I start the song thing. And we'll shift. We're going to try to change this while it's swinging. And if we can't, it'll swing all the way to the stop. Change it. And then we'll reset it. We'll pause this. We're not going to pause the video. We're just, the song will have a break. Boom. And then we'll reset it, start it again. And it finishes in the new key. The new key, the next half step up, the next key, the next month, and it finishes. Now what we're going to do is get perfectly release this. Okay, so we don't want any of this either. See, so that's why actually we need to release it from the balance point right there. Right at the cross center of the mass of the three. Okay, you want to learn more? Go watch some Walter Loon lectures. Go to psa.enrollmasterjukz and click on the education links, where it'll take you Wikipedia pages. When it says Principia Mathematica, go get that whole book and read it. You know what we need to do, Sabrina? We need to do a refresher on basic arithmetic and try to remember how to freaking do long division, because I'm trying to do this thought experiment and I need some. And we've squared the speed of light. That one's easy. You can skip up when you're multiplying. You can skip up easy in hundreds, thousands, 110,000s, and start in the hundreds. I'll show you that math trick. Some of that new math stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Try this. You hit it. Oh, we just lost a magnet. Oops. All right, we got to borrow one from the. We just borrow. Here, we're going to borrow this strong one off of here. These are so strong. Disk drive magnets. Anyway, we'll just put it down here to hold that on. I haven't glued this down yet. I need to glue this down and finish this one. It's the first one. It's got mistakes right here. See where it's supposed to be? It said 15th. Where it says 22nd accidentally twice. And it's supposed to be the 15th. First, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, 31st. We're past to the 31st, and then the 1st. Okay, so now let's just set it. Let's do the song. Okay, so we've practiced releasing it and getting a nice even. And we don't want to make an impact this time, so we're going to set it off so it bypasses it. And it's boom. Okay, good. We didn't get a turn, so we got to set up, try to adjust, compensate. And once we get an even pattern, we'll start our song. Once we get it where it's not going to turn. Gyro on that would set it and keep it. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Ah, hit my cheekbone on the guitar. Alright, last month, Saturday of last month, which was, here before we start, we gotta do one thing. A Aeolian Mode. Where's the magnet? Magnet went bye-bye. Alright, here we go. All right. Anyway, as we go on for the Public Space Association, we're going to have to set up a little laboratory. We have a spot. Maybe somebody, we have a small spot, but it's a really big place. If somebody had a yard and a building that we wanted to donate access to. with him. One, you want to get in on this? Sabrina, you want to come up and make a beat with your tail? You gotta go. Okay. One, two, one, and two, and one, and two. And you know what the sound's gonna reflect off of? This would be cool. That's slow. We're gonna need secondaries. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 with a primary of a 6, 4. 1, 2. We're gonna move down here and sit down, and so you can see my fingers moving in these Aeolian modes. Okay, and then we're gonna, but it's gonna affect it. We got our shot, and then it lets me hear the clicking, and I can just run it with my head. That's what you can do until we're tired and we're ready to switch modes. Or just run it with my head. And put a helmet on. Oh, the hat. That was a good hat to wear. Okay, maybe this will pad my head a little. See if I need to set it up with 2 hangs so it'll stay in line here. And then that, then what it does is it hangs this way. That's what I need. Hold on a minute. We're going to stop this little mini movie production part of a music fact for everyone while we demonstrate these Aeolian modes. The A Aeolian Mode, hard to get up from there. Modulating into the D flat Aeolian mode. I just ran across this. This would be a good thing to spin up on a Dremel tool and launch into the air and show you precession in absence of axial connection. There's no connection to any axis where the center point of the gyro is not connected to anything. It will still precess because of the process of. We'll take a segment and put this in space stuff for the Public Space Association education stuff. Okay, your angular momentum here. Okay, this is all this mass when it's going around in a gyro is trying to go straight. It's trying to follow a linear path, and it can't because the centripetal force of its structure. Okay, so it's pulled in. So all the mass around the outside, the outer edges of it, where what we'll call it relative center of mass moves from the center to the outside edges. Okay, and this material is trying to stay going straight. So what happens is you can spin it up, and I'll show you the demonstration. And I did it that way. This one will be great because it can be mounted. I mount it that way. It can be mounted on a rod like this, and it can be spun up on its own like that. But this would go. We can do it with the drill right now. I need brushes. That's what I need to go down. When I go get remember that. The swamp cooler parts, to finish this swamp cooler out completely, I need spider parts. To finish this, I haven't even show you this, making a switch, a remote switch for this drain snake. I haven't showed you that yet. Anyway, so when I go to parts run, for those two things I get brushes for Dremel too. When I get brushes for Dremel, I can spin this up on the Dremel. What happens at 20,000 RPM, and to put that in there, you maybe use a drill bit instead. It's a little stronger. This might handle it if I don't make it too long. You know, this is perfect because I can both kick it and kick it off. Okay, so now here's what happens. Okay, and it won't process if you kick it off straight. It'll demonstrate what happens. If it goes off straight spinning, it'll just drop. If it goes off straight not spinning, it'll drop. See, it'll just do the same thing. Watch, I'll show you this. I can do this. I can manually do this in a quick demo. Like, watch. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll kick it off of there just straight, and it goes boom to the ground. Okay, now watch. I'll spin it. Now in this case, it's got these things on the bottom, these fins. I think this was a pump impeller or something, or I don't know what this was. But it is what it is to me, myself and I and us. Okay, now watch. If it's spinning, okay, we're going to spin it up, and you'll see now, that was me kicking it off of there. You know, spinning it up. And kicking it off with my finger, and it did have some Coriolis force of it, whatever, and a little procession when I kicked it off. So that's the thing we want to be demonstrating. With some of the experiments we did was we took a piece. It was like this, the front of the air conditioning compressor. Click, click, click. Big iron thing. It's around here somewhere. I put it. It's the experiment bin. I have one of the experiments. We'll replicate the experiment again. Anyway, the Dremel tool, chuck on the Dremel tool is perfect where that thing set right on the chuck, just like that. Okay, and it was able to be spun up, and I spun it up on the Dremel, and when it was spun up on the Dremel, after it got to a point, it got into gyro lock, and I was able to do this with it, you know. And well, anyway, I showed I would demonstrate. I first, and I did this in front of somebody, they were amazed. First, with it out running, it went kit, and it fell off. With it running, oh, and actually I can do it with this too, by putting just a little short connector. Anyway, with it running, kick it, and it goes boom, and this metal thing went up, and it goes out and around, it goes around by, comes and hits me in the chest. Lucky it didn't go by and break one of my aquariums or something. So when I replicate that experiment, I'll have to do it in a better environment, not just anywhere. But it showed how, it demonstrates how a gyro can be put into procession in midair, and it will do a loop. So that's how a lot. So it is a principle of the fact that the material is trying to go straight that causes that. That's how procession works. It's trying to go straight, and it can't, and it's locked to this. So when you go like that and it tries to turn, the change in momentum causes an upset against the actual point. Whether it's connected to anything at all, it has a virtual empty space going on there that works like an axle because it's connected in space-time, so to speak, if you will, for those that believe in that theory. Well, you know, we think, oh, some people, the fabric of space. You know, I know. Here, let me go like this. The fabric of space. Below Higgs bosons. Below the smallest thing. Orders of magnitude below Planck links. Okay? We have this. Strings. Strings that do this. And that, when we move through them, and they warp around it, so they're warped around it, and warped through everything. And oh, here, if that were a Higgs boson, they're warped through it like this. Holding this. See this. Can you see it? There it is. There. This compared to this. The Higgs boson. And here, that size. Oh, even smaller. How about this? this, but like this in its nature, or like this. And then they do this together because they're like this, or maybe like hands like this, whatever, all over like this, maybe round, spherical. Because we've seen the nature of things, obviously, spheres, unless it's fluid. And then you get one of these ovally things. If it's spinning, if it's fluidy, it's spinning. So if, hypothetically, if the whole universe is spinning, which nobody could say it is or isn't and prove it otherwise, it's absolutely couldn't. But, and like that, so my theory on the black hole theory, universal black hole theory, is here like this, and at the middle is all the Higgs boson, all of it, maybe all of it, whatever is matter, that is smallest thing even beyond that, okay, the smallest little pebble, and intermingled is those, okay, because that's it, and it's floating in those, because those, see, all those make up hyperspace. Okay, and these, all that floats in it, and they probably be made up of these because of handling. Oh, here we go. Handling these all our lives taught us about these strings tangle. Then become these. And these become those, which when they took the protons and they went smack-a-doo, this is the model here, pow, and it goes, they get these. And when they vibrate these, it exposes these. Okay, now this is some simple words and some graphic displays to explain it all. So, how about our universal thing? When a point one, where the black hole thing, all of them are these, then pressed into these, all pressed into some names. More models. Oh, so imagine what I was using model. These bosons, when they're together, pushed together in black hole, as I've been, and they're even smaller than protons, smashed together, smaller than the muons, gluons, everything. The smallest possible condensation, their compressibility of them. There. Now, think like, because of those and the strong magnetic field, like these, okay, Higgs boson. So that's magnet. And watch this. This is interesting thing about magnets. This is steel. It's a magnet. We try to put steel on a spherical magnet. It will go, or steel, but it will go to the ends of the poles. And this is these. Look familiar, babies. Okay, now everybody learn these. These, okay, this, like that, have poles because these, like, that represent, right now represented by these, or represented by this. Let me put one of these away. I can represent it. These, actually, yeah, that's all right. They can be a little, they're different sizes. Maybe at that level, we could never maybe measure the exact difference between one or the other. Okay, but because of that, they have poles, and their poles come from these, all these having poles, and where they're not strong enough connected together, you know, they're still D's. Okay, and they come together because of their poles, attractiveness, and they come together because of attractiveness. I need some liquid. I can't talk right. That's empty. I had my coffee. Anyway, so in the black hole, middle of the black hole singularity, they're surrounded by these. There's one of these there, but they're surrounded by more. Okay, like that. Because it's like this. Okay, are you following me here? Okay, you put them together like that. All right. There's no center there. There's no single piece at the center either. There'll never be a single piece at the center of a black hole. Oh, maybe only at the second where a piece of material. Now here's our universe. Here's the middle of our super duper giant black hole, because there's no mathematical model that represents how big a black hole can get. And they eat each other until they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now imagine this. Somebody else's universe, it's expanding. They're expanding, and there's a galaxy cluster. Here's this super massive giant black hole. Super massive giant black hole, and it's right at the very center. Here's its tetrahedral singularity. Okay, at near center. Okay, and here comes a galaxy cluster. Hits the outside. Let me model it here now. Galaxy cluster. Here's the black hole. Okay, here's galaxy cluster. Okay, tiny little speck represents a little galaxy cluster or another black hole. And it goes, then it's just drifting. And then it might go in and it'll go make an orbit and hits the thing, because the thing's, inside spin, or spinning already, or whatever, change of spin, whatever, but it's enough to make that bond at that singularity break down, and we go boom. And when it goes boom, it went boom. Do it. Boom. What happened to the globe? All right, put lid back on. Lid good. Lid go. I hate, where is it? I just set this stuff down and it vanishes. All right, so I'm going to put here's the lid for this. The globe's down there with the bulb. All right, we got sidetracked a bit. That's something I put in our quantum reality and some of our theoretical meanderings. So, and by the way, we're continually thinking, always, never stop thinking about stuff like that. Always running mind experiments. And we're going to put one out on Twitter today. It'll be good. I'm going to put out the one. This one is good. I'm going to show you my notebook. Where's the notebook? Here's that notebook. Postulating, there's songs. Where's bookmark for work? Bookmark for thought experiments. Okay, see, I got a thought experiment thing about it. And the thought was, it's a light speed concept of a light speed experiment. We started running the numbers of what the possibility of. So we started with, let's just say, what if we were to set up say a 1 gram weight end of cable, okay, the hypothetical experiment, 1 gram weight of the end of the cable, assuming there's a carbon fiber graphene Kevlar cable strong enough to do it, okay, which of course easily done if we did it at whatever it takes to arrive at 1G at the end. 1 gravity, 9.80065 newtons, the gravity constant for Earth. Okay, we want to arrive at 1 pound equals 1 pound, or 1 kilogram equals 1 kilogram in the artificial gravity. Okay, it's the artificial gravity thought experiment. So we thought, well, maybe put a camera. Easily a camera would hold 1G. Easily we could have a have a cable hold it. But it's like, well, let's figure out what the diameter and radius is. See, so we did the math, and so here's our angular velocity. We put that in, and then actually we cheated a little. I'm going to tell you about it. It's going to be on our website. It's going to be on the educational one, the psa.enrollmasterjukz.com website. And the .space one is where it's Public Space Association .space. And that's it. www.publicspaceassociation.space. dot space. All right, so now, anyway, so here's our thought experiment. All right, so yeah, we ended up with a diameter of, I'm going with it here, 1, 2, 3, and this might be, I got to check the math. It might be wrong, but it's huge, huge, okay? But the angular velocity, or that was angular acceleration is equal to angular, yeah. Oh yeah, the velocities figured. It's general velocities, speed of light figured. Speed of light around the radius of 9,164,753, A01, 074, 301, and then I gotta double check the math, and it could be wrong. So don't take that literally yet. See, before I tweet it, I gotta check the math. Make sure I did that right and make sure that's correct. But it's huge already. Just even if that's, a few digits off, it's huge. Anyway, too huge. So then I do small it down. Okay. And then, so because I was converting, did I convert from scientific notation or not? Oh no, I think that calculator I was using, the converter goes to it. I've got to put a link to that converter. Okay, for education purposes. Anyway, so it may be right if you're using that math converter and it didn't have to go from scientific notation and have a possible error. That would be right. Okay, so now I have to reduce the radius, divide it by 5, and figure out what 50 G's. At that point, then you just go using centrifugal force formula. Anyway. Thinking about for a business card. Public Space Association. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, it's still huge. So it's like, okay, well, let's just do one. And this is where I got into like, oh, now the math really got tough. Because it's so many numbers. So many numbers. So I figured, okay, let's just go see how many newtons or G's. It's 490.3325 newtons, 50 G's. All right. Oh, yeah, 490, 50 G's, 50 pounds. 50 kilograms. Per gram. And 1 gram would weigh 50. 1 kilogram would weigh 50 kilograms. 1 gram would weigh 50 grams. Half a kilogram. 0.5 kilograms. Okay, so I figured, that's where I run into it. It's like, okay, let's just do it. What if we set circumference at velocity? So circumference equals velocity. To arrive at the speed of light, it would be 1 cycle per second. Would be the angular frequency. So we got into math. It's like, So anyway, we took a break from that. Ended up writing songs instead. Like this one here. This will be cool. I can do that. I think I'm going to do a trance beat to this. It's like Friday 31st. This was yesterday. I'm tapping on your forehead. This was early in the morning. With a wave of sound. The plucking of my bass guitar vibrates the ground. Spilling all my guts out in the lyrics that I sing, touching you everywhere. I should put the word honey in here. As I touch my fingers on my strings, you can feel me touching you, stroking you with the sounds. Feel my sound waves vibrating, moving you around. See, it's perfect for yeah. So anyway, so we get into that one. The next project, not the next one. We got to do a production now. So we've used Steve guitar, who's pretty good. We'd love to meet in person and jam. That would be a great idea. Oh, how could we do that? We'd have to travel, or he'd have to travel, or meet in the middle. Where does he live? We could do a meet in the middle jam somewhere and set it up at a gig as a gig somewhere. That'll be fun. And travel there, do the gig. Record it, produce it, put it on his channel, put it on my channel. All right. Now, so we're gonna do song. So we've been doing it all. Shit, look. Look how much time's gone by. 30 minutes. Okay, well, let's record. See, we got off on all this other stuff. All right, here we go. This is good. Here, that's a good spot up on the top. See, I was gonna set it up, and then I was like, oh, I was gonna set it up on a double swinger, but I can't find them. Where do I got more chain? Old age, ow, old age, ow, there it is. Got it, okay, there we go. A little more marijuana, that goes away. That's weird. Trying to get sync to this thing is so slow. Tick, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick. I know what we're We want a longer tempo, shorten the hang. I'm watching the little magnet when it comes up to my shoulder and just giving the accent beat right there, and then sort of doing whatever in between. All right, let's take it some more. Try that. So I'm gonna go. See, you can put whatever, just so slow, you just put anything in there. As long as you hit that accent, or whatever. See, we'll put accent on this side.